What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another edition of the BTSI Show. I'm your host, Christopher J. Thank you guys for tuning in on YouTube, Facebook, X, and IG Live. Want to appreciate you guys for pulling up. Do me a favor, take off your shoes, leave it at the front door. Like this video, subscribe to my YouTube, follow me on all socials. Links are located in the description. Down inside the BTSI Show is the Cash App. Participate, waive all rights to privacy. And we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Once we reach that goal, one lucky person will get $100 during the Cash App giveaway. If I'm in a good mood, maybe I'll give out some money to a second and third person. It's not going to be $100. That one I can guarantee you. But this is a late night district, and I'll be perfectly honest, you guys. I did not want to talk about this. I had no desire to talk about this at all, but it just me hearing the conversations. I think it's warrants what I'm going to say today. So let's provide a little context. Where's that thumbnail? Here it is. So actually, let me see if I can pull up another picture of her. Yeah, don't put me next to this bummy. There we go. So yeah, you guys all saw this video of this one individual who was going to the Cheesecake Factory and she turned it down because she thinks she's too good for the Cheesecake Factory. Looking at her body, yeah, like I said, you're looking at her body, face, attitude, and entitlement. You're lucky to get a Happy Meal out of me. So let me continue on. Backstory for what we found out. That whoever that gentleman is, this guy, he had reservations already set. The reason why they didn't meet that reservation is because this chick was an hour late getting ready. A little bit over an hour late getting ready for a dinner date or a date. So because they missed their appointment, they had to come up with a backup plan. The backup plan was the Cheesecake Factory. Yeah, the backup plan was the Cheesecake Factory. Now, she felt appalled and believed that she's too good for a Cheesecake Factory and decided to make a video to try to clown this guy. Now, I'm going to be perfectly honest, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know who this brother is, but if somebody sees him, I want y'all to clip this part and send it to him. My brother, you're probably in some way, shape, or form labeled as food in her phone. Meaning, she don't want you for you. She wants you for food, money. She wants to go to the restaurant on your dime. She wants to eat on your dime. She's going to take her phone out and take a picture of her order on your dime. She's going to post it on social media at the expense of you. And who knows, you may be lucky to hear from her again after that. That's what happens when you're labeled as food in somebody's phone. So, know your worth, fellas. Now, there was a lot of backlash that this woman was receiving. I can't tell if it was from men or women. Granted, I saw smoke from both sides. She said, I saw it on NTR's video today. She did a response video, saying that the usual, she knows her worth, and she's doing it for the betterment of all women. That bullshit. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, she would have been lucky to get a Happy Meal out of me. I'm just being perfectly honest. But now that we're all caught up, why am I doing a video today? This kind of goes into part 2 of my marriage series. Just follow me on this one, because we already know what part 1 is. Know your strengths, know your weaknesses, know your standards, and pretty much create your spouse and research your spouse. One second, y'all. Grayson, what's wrong? One second, y'all. Just give me 1 second. Let me play some music. Let me see what my little one wants. And we right back. My apologies for that, y'all. Um, Little boy in here is just sometimes you gotta be a little lax on when he's battling the flu. So that I gonna have to give a pass to. So, but he's doing fine. He's doing fine. He just wondering why the door's locked. But let's get back to it. Now, part one of my marriage series, like I said, know your strengths, know your weaknesses, know your standards, create your spouse, research your spouse. Once you find the woman that you're looking to pursue a relationship, then you go to step two. Excuse me, part two of the marriage series. This one, excuse me. Originally, how I had this series set up is this: if you do not know this individual and you just so happen to, for lack of a better word, shoot your shot at this person and swoosh your win in, the first date, I gave you guys three locations as an idea. The first location was to take her to a day lounge, not a night lounge because that's a different type of environment. You take them to a day lounge, so the music is soft, the conversations are to a minimum as far as your surrounding goes, so that way you and her can have that conversation, and that's more of an interview process because that will then determine you going to the second date, which is then you're like, all right, let's go out to eat. And then after the second date, if you need a third date, then you can go to the movies or wherever, someplace to have fun and that type of stuff. That way you see your potential significant other in three different environments, requires three different locations and three different hats to wear, so you'll know the totality of what you're getting into, and this will ultimately determine if this is the person you want to pursue a relationship with exclusively. Now, that's part two, along with the conversations that you guys need to have, the topics that need to be brought up. Now, let's get to it right now. Women are putting so much stock, so much equity into dinner dates. I would really like to know why. Why are women so geeked up about going out to eat? I would really like to know because this makes no sense on the entitlement that is being displayed when women go to a restaurant that they just disapprove of or whatever the case may be. I was like, number one, you don't necessarily have to be there. And number two, if you want to probably politely decline, just decline. Or better yet, during the first date, why don't you open up about what type of food you like to eat, what locations you like to go to, so that way the man can start brainstorming and start putting some type of effort into the second and third date. That's what the first date is about, getting to know you and know more about you. So that way I can conjure up where I want to take you in the future. Because you know the usual restaurants are here: Steak 48, Ruth Chris, all this other stuff. I only went to like Steak 48 is cool. I went there one time. My wife decided to take me there on my which birthday was it? Was it the last one? Was it last year? It might have been last year. I gotta double check with her. Yeah, it was. I think it was last year. Yeah, we went there. It was cool and all. It's not. You asked me, it wasn't worth just going. But my wife wanted to do something special for me on my birthday, so cool. And Ruth Chris, just never had the desire to go to it. And the closest to the expensive thing outside Steak 48 is Ben- Benihana's. One second, let me address the chat real quick. So, salute to my brother Ricky. What's going on? Brenda, hey, how you doing? Brenda did a real good stream today regarding therapy. Like, does it work? Should you go? She gave us a quick story about her own walk with therapy. I think it's worth everybody go watch. Nida, salute to you, man. And this one right here, she's asking for it. I promise you, she's asking for it. What I'm gonna deal with you when we get to DC. I And actually, before I forget, let me to those who want to have a comment, because I know a lot of people's gonna have something to say with what I'm gonna reveal later on. So let me do this. Let me put this on mute, and let me pin this to the chat. All right, there we go. So I know you're supposed to be asleep. I know, but that's okay. You here with us, and that's all that matters. So now, what was I getting at? Yeah, these restaurants that it's cool. It's honestly they're good. They're good food. Don't get me wrong, they're good food. I don't think it's worth the price because I'll be perfectly honest. She can cook all of that. She does just as good as a job at these chain restaurants. So none of these stuff ever impressed me. I think the people that so gung ho about going to these restaurants are people who never had anything, or so they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do when it falls in their hand. They don't. They act like a children at the candy store. So, Chris, you never been to Ruth Chris? Ha ha ha. No, I have not. Maybe one day, but I ain't in no rush. Like certain, I got a kitchen where I could cook all that shit here at home. So no rush at all. Yeah, see, when you have a wife that cooks for real, you ain't gotta worry about that. You ain't, now, see and that's another thing. Some of these women, like I said, number one, I hate to sound like that guy. I hate to go back to old school and to say the stuff, but it's truthful. Most of these people that are wanting to go to these restaurants can't cook to save their lives. They don't have their mother's recipes, their grandmother's recipe, and you don't have your old school recipes. That's perfectly fine. There's other ways to look up recipes. Go find these cooking apps, books. Hell, I'm being told. Well, I'm not gonna give that away. I think that's a secret, so I'll just keep that to myself. Anywho, there's other ways for you to go ahead, create your own recipe and throw down in the kitchen. And also, if you guys should go buy the groceries and cook it, it's much cheaper, and the food will last longer in a place where we're battling inflation. So I'm just saying, just a thought for these women who wants to spend down on own money. And truth be told, if I have to be perfectly honest, some of you guys heard me say this before. I honestly believe that most of these people, Uber Eats or DoorDash bills are much higher than the grocery bills, and that's a big no-no. You're gonna have to learn to cook. Start by learning to cook breakfast. It's real easy. Learn how to cook breakfast first, then start progressing to lunch and dinner, and I promise you're going to be just fine. Now, excuse me, with all of that being said, I didn't want to do a stream based off of that. This is why what I want to say next. Since women and social media, I don't care the ethnicity, doesn't matter. Because some people want to blame this on black women. This is all women. Put all the women in the category. Because So much stock has been placed in going out to eat. I have to change part two of my marriage series now. It's a dramatic change, a drastic change. Ladies and gentlemen, two things are going to be considered when it comes to that dinner date. Date number one, go to a day lounge. Date number two, go to the movies, go to like David Buster's main event or something like that to have fun. That's date number two. The finale, date number three, then you can take them out to eat. Now you're gonna have to make her. I'm talking to the fellas now. You're gonna have to make them work for that dinner date because they place so much stock into it. So, case in point, when something when something is valued so much, you have to raise the price and make it less available for the public. Since we're on food, let me use a perfect example. Back in 2000, when did I work at McDonald's? Hey, B Love, how you doing? Back when I was at work McDonald's in 2006, when they had the dollar menu, ladies and gentlemen, what was on the dollar menu? If I recall correctly, a double cheeseburger was on the dollar menu. A medium fry was on the dollar menu. A large drink was on the dollar menu. You had dinner, lunch, and dinner. All you needed was $3 plus tax. That was back in 2006. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3. 17 years later, did not believe that is, let's see, how much is that right now? That's about 250 for the double cheeseburger, 169 for the medium fries, and another 169 for the large drink. Because supply and demand, because so many people was buying it up, McDonald's said, we're making a lot of money like this. Now let's raise the price up. It's capitalism. It's business. That's how it works. Women before didn't put this much stock into dinner dates. You can blame social media to a degree. A lot of women never put this much stock into it, this much equity investment into going out on dinner dates, especially and because back then you had to work to take them out on a date, and you had this actually was a long-term relationship. I hate to be that guy, but do you see anything long-term about this? I don't. I don't know what homeboy was thinking. He probably wanted to bust her down, but hate to say it, my guy. I think you shooting in the wrong league. I'm not. Yeah, you're definitely shooting in the wrong league because her. I'm telling you right now, brother. I wouldn't approach this woman at all. It's like, what the fuck? What are you doing here? Like, why are you around me? What do you want? So I'm gonna need you to choose wisely, brother. But that's what back to what I'm saying. You're gonna have to, and ladies, ladies, gentlemen, the link is at the top. You guys more to pull up anytime. Start making women earn these dinner dates, since this is what they value so much. Now, and ladies, I will say this: if this problem continues, it's gonna get to the point because I was actually contemplating saying no dinner dates, period, until you and I are exclusive. Meaning we're not boyfriend girlfriends. You ain't getting shit out of me. We're not there yet, not at all. But it's at the point right now where I'm going to start telling the brothers now. Do not take them on a dinner date until they make it to the third date. And keep in mind with these dates in the part two of my marriage series, this is all an interview process. This is to determine if the man wants to pursue you. Excuse me, if the man wants to make you exclusive. Like, this is the woman I want to marry. So this is officially my woman. And then we can proceed to part three of the marriage series. But because, and obviously, is she the first one? Of course not. And unfortunately, she won't be the last. But this is an example of somebody who's just being, who doesn't know their own value. She doesn't know how she is claiming that she has to know, she knows what she's worth. No, you don't. Because truth be told, she's not worth, based off of this attitude, what she displays, she's not worth making reservations. And like I say, yeah, she's not worth the Cheesecake Factory, because I'm sure it's not taking her there, especially on the first date. And that's what really threw me off about this. Is it's like, you actually took a chick that you may not know on a dinner date. That's a no. Now, let me give you an example. Let me use somebody in the chat. And actually, Brenda's here, so let me use her because I actually know her personally. If I was shooting my shot at any random woman, and they actually went in, like I said, I'm taking her to the day lounge to get to know her. Then I'm taking her someplace fun, and then I'm going to take her out on the dinner date. Trucker Yell's in the building. What up, man? How you doing, brother? That's because, and that's based off of somebody I don't know. Take them to the process. Day lounge, somewhere fun, out to eat. Because women raise the value on dinner dates. Now, here's the exception. How long have I known Brenda? Let me think about this. I actually know Brenda since 2008. So that's 15 years now. Because her and I know each other well enough, if I decide to, let's just say, and this is all hypothetical. I'm happily married. She's happily married. Example. This is just we're talking about the Christopher J's and the Brendas of the world. I will easily approach her and say, "Let's go on a date, out to eat," because she's in my circle. I know how she moves. She knows how I move, and we actually know each other. That's the difference between knowing somebody and not knowing somebody. You don't take anybody you don't know on no out to eat. Sorry, that's a no. Unless you're doing a business meeting. But however, that's a big no. Matter of fact, let's ask Brenda right now because she is here with us. Hey Brenda, what's up?
Hey, wait, hold on one second because I got you playing on the other side too. So hold on, I gotta mute that side. Hey, what's going on, man?
Nothing much, nothing much. See, here's what I'm explaining to people.
Mm,
See, if I don't know you, I'm not taking you out on no dinner date for what?
right.
Now, if I do know you and we like go same school, same church, same circles, that type of stuff, I've watched you from a distance. You have an idea who I am, know who I am from a distance. I know her well enough to take her out to eat, to get to know
Mm-hmm.
her more. See, that's when the dinner dates come into play. But with what's going on now, no, I would say, man, you got to make, because you're paying the date anyway. That's first and foremost. If you want to bring home money, cool, but you're keep in mind that you're paying.
Yep.
You need to what's what I'm looking for. You need to start making people work for these dates. Like,
I mean,
don't
yes,
easily give it to them.
I agree. Like, so I know you're still talking about Cheesecake Girl, right?
Yep.
So yeah, of course, I saw that secondhand through Abba and Preach, but not name dropping, just saying.
No, it's okay.
And I I was kind of appalled at her because even as a woman, I'm just like, okay, how entitled are you to disrespect someone's time and effort like that? To say, I want to go this place that he had reservations for you to turn up an hour late and then blame him for you throwing off the plans is wild to me.
Mm-hmm.
So that whole situation was stupid. But anyway, just want to give my 2 cents on that one.
Nah, it's all good. But I know a lot of what I said is obviously not going to be popular amongst the female crowd. Let me just start out there. The female crowd and the male simps. So let me make sure everybody's included in that. But it's about just knowing what's going on and what position you have to play
Yeah,
in this market. Like I said, I'm glad I'm out of this market. Obviously you
same,
are as well.
same.
This makes no sense to me that people are going through this. Like if somebody is gonna be gracious enough to take you out to eat,
Yeah.
be thankful.
Well, even when me and my husband started dating, like when we met, because we actually met online, and when we met in person, I was already at a Subway. I was eating a sandwich and reading a book, and he was just out. So we were like, hey, let's meet up. But that night we went to like a pub.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's like that for a reason. Anyway,
Oh no,
um,
I'll just let people know that don't worry. I see what they're saying, but
yeah.
it's not forgotten. But you said your husband, you guys went out to the y'all
Mhm.
went to a pub.
Yeah, so we went to the what was it, Bull and Bear out here on Westheimer. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that was a very small it was intimate, but it was a we were getting to know each other.
Right.
And personally, I don't agree with that young lady because I'm like, I don't when you're going out on a date, at least in my opinion, when I go out on a date, it's because I want to spend time getting to know whether or not this person is worth me investing time in, not whether or not they can buy me an expensive meal. So, because I could have the most amazing time at McDonald's as I can at the Cheesecake Factory, which that kind of threw me too, because I was like, the Cheesecake Factory ain't exactly chump change.
It's not. I played a couple of
So,
bills.
so I'm like, I don't know why she getting upset at Cheesecake Factory. That's quality cheesecake. Anyway.
No, that's a fact. The
But
now she said she don't do chain restaurants. I was like, you ate a couple of chain restaurants. What are you talking about?
I mean, well, hey. And the thing is, it's like the standards are not real standards. That's the problem too. We're basing something off of this monetary ideal,
Uh,
and we don't even know what we want.
hold on. Making his debut on the BTSI show. He is on the road. He's working hard. This guy is an example of a man in that this community need. This is my brother, ladies and gentlemen. Trucker Yell is on
What
the
up? What
BTSI
up?
show. Trucker Yell, what's up, my guy?
Oh, he really at work.
Can
Got
y'all
his
hear
vest
me?
on and
Yes,
everything.
sir. How you doing?
Yeah. What's going on, people? How everybody doing?
Hello, hello. Good evening.
How you doing, Miss? I'm sorry.
Oh no, you good. We're doing
What's going
great. We
on,
just
Chris? It's been a while, man.
talking about trifling women.
It's been a minute, man. I've been busy. How you been?
Same, man. Just making as much money as I can before the end of the year, and buy me another truck, and out here doing my thing, man.
Yes, sir. I know that's right. Keep out there. Keep hustling, pal.
Oh, for
For
sure,
sure.
for sure.
Well,
So what we talking about? The Strike, the
Yeah,
Cheesecake Strike.
yeah, but it's a call to action. To be honest, um, like I said, I never really want to talk about this or her because this is gonna be forgotten about in maybe a couple of days.
yeah,
But I
tomorrow.
want, yeah,
It,
I wanted to tell the brothers like make them work for the dinner. Like don't automatically give it
Hmm.
to them. Like the
I'll
first,
tell it to the brothers myself as a
uh,
woman.
No, excuse me. Go ahead.
Don't do me like that. But as a woman and as a married woman and as a happily married woman to a
There
man
you
that
go.
provides and takes care of her, like for real, not take care of me like that, but take care of me, you know, he made me wait. He made me work for stuff just like I made him work for stuff. He told me up front, first of all, the same stipulations that women are putting out there for men need to be doing the exact same thing. My husband told me when we met, he said, "This is what I want in my relationship: 100% communication and time for me to play my games. If you can't give me that, we can stop talking right now." I said, "All right. So this is what I expect out of the relationship. I need quality time, and I need you to give me attention. Whatever my reason is, what." And with that, we made a very, very good, cohesive relationship together. So you could take me off of this screen. This is so weird now. But there's this conspiracy of expectations from a woman's perspective, and we are taught as women to look for our providers and look for that person who is going to give us what we need. The problem with that, it's not the problem of finding a provider, it's what's considered the provision. So
Mm.
when I think of my provider, I think of the fact that my husband makes sure I don't go hungry. I don't have, I'm not worried about sleeping outside in the rain. I'm comfortable. My AC works. I got intranet. I got my dog. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So when I think of provider, I think of a person who's not going to leave me stranded on the street. When some people think of provider, they're like, how much bread you bringing in, and can you buy me that new I don't even know what these purses are called. Was it Birkin,
Birkin,
Durkin, something,
Birkin.
yeah,
something,
Birkin bags.
Oh,
whatever, and that's what some women are concerned about. That's what they consider valuable in their relationships. I'm not
Like,
that kind of girl, apparently, because
it,
I took him out on our second date. I paid for our second date. So he took me out, like I was telling you earlier. He took me out, went to the pub, paid for a small thing. I had like some fried mushrooms, and he had something else. It's pub food. Some small,
mhm.
just enough for us to go out, have time to talk, get to know each other, move on. The next time we went out, I treated him to House of Pies. Got him pie for his birthday. Next time, he paid. And we went, but that's just how I am and dynamically in my relationship. I'm kind of a 70-30 person. I expect the 70% from the man, but I at least got to give you 30% to work with. That's how I kind of feel
I can agree with that.
like.
Mhm.
No argument against that. Hey, I
But
actually
no,
agree
I
with
just feel
that.
like if everybody's placing a stipulation on their relationship, there should be something that comes with that as well. It can't always be you have to do this, 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 and there's nothing coming back from you, to equate that or at least balance that out.
Well, I agree. I mean, like for me, my wives don't even work. Like I take care of everything, but everything else they provide. The peace,
Mm-hmm.
the quality affection, the affirmations, and you know, all day foreplay and things like that, and
Uh-huh.
just nurturing.
Yeah.
All like the whole shebang. So I don't really have no problems at
Mm,
home. I love going home. When you got that type of woman, it makes you hustle harder and makes you want
yeah.
to come home and not worry about other females. You know.
Yeah.
So I think more often, a lot of these dudes they be they will meet a girl and then take her out the next day. No,
Mm-hmm.
what you do is you talk to the girl for a week or two, get to know her, conversate with her, things like that, to see where her mind is at. And
Mm-hmm.
then, ask her all the questions you need to ask. Then when y'all
Mm-hmm.
go on a date, then you she's worth it giving her a date. Give her a shot. But
Absolutely.
if she ain't worth, stop trying to change these women into wives that don't deserve to be wives.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Don't force it. If you seeing red flags, cut her. And a lot of the problems is a lot of dudes be like, oh well, her mind ain't right, but she got a body, so I'm a stick with her. Absolutely not. Cause then you got
Abs-
18 to 21 years of torture.
But
Well,
also that body can be gone in a week too.
Absolutely. You know that. You know when the baby start picking up,
Mhm.
every woman's body is different.
It
Some
ain't
snatch
even got to
back.
be no babies. It just
Yeah.
a batch of fries can mess you up.
So
So,
yeah, man, it's crazy, but yeah, man, I'd recommend that don't any man ever show any respect or love to a female that don't appreciate them,
oh,
thank you.
even
absolutely,
from day one.
I agree.
absolutely. I
The
agree.
day one, if she want to go out here and play this game and run and try to play this hypergamy bullshit game and play around, you let her play around, but you stay away from her. Cause
I'll
I'm
be
telling
watching
you,
from the
that's
side.
a huh?
I'm gonna be watching the game from the sidelines. I ain't
That
got time.
part.
Yeah,
But
let her
see,
leave her. 'Cause, you
that
know,
comes down to that's what I was saying earlier. That comes down to being able to express what you expect out of your relationship as well. Like I
right,
said, my husband told me up front what he expected from me if I was going to be his woman. And I told him what I expected from him if he was going to be my man. And we met in the
right.
middle on that. And I feel for men, can't speak from for y'all, but from what I've seen with men, it seems as if y'all are not supposed to have a say so in the dynamic of your relationship.
Well,
It's like you're just there. And I mean, I guess women can make the same argument, but it just seems as if when it comes to the man and the first date kind of thing, you just have to go with it. Right. And it's like you don't get a say so in whether or not this, whether or not what's going on is even acceptable to you. It's
nope.
like, I just
Well,
have to deal with it.
that's
I
the
just
difference
do it.
between the man and a little boy. Because men, we state what we want up front, like your husband.
Mm,
We
mm,
honest with it from the very beginning, because that's how you set your relationship. You let her know up front that you ain't playing games. I'm not looking for a girlfriend. I'm looking for a wife. And
truth.
if you can't respect what I'm trying to give you or lead you or teach you, yo, you can go out here and mess with these little pookies and ray rays.
Hmm.
That's why I tell them, be honest up front. Get all the questions out the way.
Yeah.
I don't care if you got to ask them what their body counts is. I don't care if it's what do you bring to the table. Ask the questions and watch how she move after that.
Yeah. I had that,
You know what I'm saying?
I talked to somebody about this. I can't remember if it was my brother. It might have been you, Chris. I don't remember. But you said, they have the conversation, talk about what you bring to the table. What does that actually mean?
Besides your cooch, ooh, never mind. She asked Chris. Go ahead.
No, I'm asking in general. I don't really know what that means because
that
I've
that
been hearing that a lot. What do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the
that
table? And
that
I'm like,
means out of coochie and mouth.
mm,
No disrespect. Without your coochie and mouth,
mm,
what do you value? What are your values? And a lot of women can't
okay,
answer. Oh, well, I bring this coochie in mouth, and then they can't answer nothing else
yeah,
outside of that. So when they say that question right there, when they say that, then you know to cut her off.
mhm,
That just
Now,
that simple question. Because any woman that has some type of value, again, they gonna state it. They ain't got no question, no problem asking that question. Any man that gotta answer that question, that question has been asked. Oh, what do you make at home? What do you think about family? How do you
mhm,
move? Are you good with kids? Are you great with your mother? How was your father? How was your cousins? What was your past like? Things like that. That comes with the
mhm.
table. So when you have value to yourself as a woman, you can explain that with no issue.
You know what's
And that's
crazy?
what was.
I
Go ahead.
couldn't I couldn't explain that
You
actually.
couldn't. How you couldn't
Even
answer
as,
that?
like I said, a happily married woman, I had to ask my husband because I really thought about it. I really could not answer that for myself. I really did not have an answer. But I knew inherently I was a good woman and a good wife. I knew that. But I didn't know how to actually answer that question on my own behalf. So I had to ask my husband, what do I bring to the table? And he was like, you bring me peace, you bring me solace, you bring me uh just, no stress, no worry. You bring me clarity, stuff like that. And it was what B Love was actually saying. I
Need
wanted to point
artichoke.
that out too. What B Love said was about, it's what you bring that is intangible,
Yes,
basically.
yes, yeah. Because I want to know. Like if I'm like, yo, you can be an amazing woman, and because you can't answer that simple question, you
Hmm.
know, unfortunately, you got lucky. He gave you a chance, but most, yeah, most would have got cut off. Thank
Yeah,
God you didn't
but
get cut off.
but we
But
didn't have that question in the beginning. It was just a
right.
matter of, with the both of us, like I said, because we were both upfront about what we wanted.
Mm-hmm.
It was easier to kind of get to those points to figure out what we both brought, and we were able to just show it instead of saying this is what I can do. We just showed it, and this is what I did. You know what I mean?
Right. That's what I say. Ask the questions. Ask them questions and watch how you move and how I move. And if
Mm,
I, as a man, do not keep my word, because my word is very important, just like a woman's word is,
yeah.
then you need to cut that person off and stop wasting your time, because time is valuable.
Right.
You don't want to make the mistake of having kids with a person who can't, that has really horrible qualities.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's what I'm looking at.
Gotcha.
And when it comes to the question, what you bring to the table, now, I have told brothers, please do not ask that question verbatim on the dates.
Yes, don't.
However, that is a question that needs to be answered. So you're
Mhm.
gonna have to find a create. This is where your creativity comes to play. You gotta to get that answer. You have to find a way to fish it out of her. One thing I always tell brothers is this, because when it comes to the terminology, what you bring to the table, from when I talked to Angry Man, he said that was technically for the men to look in the mirror and ask, what do I have to offer her
Mm.
in this relationship?
It's
Now,
true.
it later got flipped around into what it is today. So, one thing I would tell the brothers is to tell her what your 5 year plan is, your 10 year plan is, because that's going to ultimately determine where does she fit within your life moving forward. So that
Mhm.
way she can see, what does she provide to you? How does she make you better?
How
How
does
does
she
she
benefit those 5 years? Yeah.
exactly? So now she's going to realize what I need to offer so I can make sure my spot is solidified. Now
Hmm.
she's going to have to think about this.
And it also helps her determine, is this worth me investing 5 years of my time?
Hmm.
Hmm.
There you go.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's important to get the questions out, man. I mean, a lot of people, then I think it's just a lot of people are just afraid to be honest and upfront. People say
Yeah.
they want the best life, but they can't even be honest from the beginning.
Hmm.
You ain't gonna never go nowhere doing that. You gonna
Right.
lie about it. You know, that's how it's always gonna be like that, regardless. So
And I
if you
think
want to win,
Kristen, oh, I'm sorry.
no, no, go ahead.
No, if you were still talking, please go. I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off.
No, I was saying if you want it, you got to put in the work for it.
Mhm.
Sometimes you got to ask. Sometimes you just got to deal with the hardships that comes with it in order to grow.
Very true. And I think that's a problem too with people coming into relationships nowadays. Because I think we talked about this in our live, huh, Chris? About how basically in relationships today, it seems like a lot of people are being advised to be selfish and to only see it from their perspective and what they can get out of it
Hmm.
versus how they're benefiting each other.
There
And
you
to me, it has this kind of slave master type of feel to it. Whereas you get with me, you deal with my problems, you do what I want you to do, but I'm gonna still go and do what I want to do. I can still do my own thing. You know what I mean? But I need you to cater to me while I still do my own thing. And I feel like that's the rhetoric that's been given to, especially people younger than us, getting into relationships when they're trying to figure out real advice on how to approach real relationships. It just sounds like everybody's telling you to just do for you and, be be selfish, basically.
No, that's true. And like I said, when it comes to the relationship, it has nothing to do with independency. It has everything to do with you leaning on that person and that person leaning on you. So that way you guys are not gonna fall over. Y'all gonna fall together and keep each other in a vertical base. You have to be very interdependent on that
Yeah,
person you just
that's the
be with.
word. Interdependence. Yeah, that's the new word. But you're right.
She hit it on the nail with that selfish joint. I think
Mhm.
that's just being taught at a very early age
Mm,
from a lot of parents. We
yeah,
all heard it. I mean, we all heard it, man.
yeah,
Get what you can out of a dude. You know, we
yeah,
heard. You
What's
know,
up,
we
man?
heard. We
yeah.
heard.
Mm-hmm.
So we heard dudes telling other dudes, make sure you know what I'm saying. The more bodies you got, that's a good thing, which is not.
Exactly.
You know,
Yo,
always.
man. But
it's
you're
it's
right
crazy
on
out
that.
here.
And you know what? That's weird too. I want to piggyback off of what you just said about how we teach young boys get as many bodies as possible. When we teach young girls, don't you let nobody touch you. You know what I mean? But it was very interesting when I was about 14. I had this little guy I was talking to, and I'm gonna just put it out there. I'm grown now. We went to his house. We tried. We ain't do nothing, but we tried. But I got home. He walks me back home. He gets to his house. He calls me on the phone and lets me know his daddy left some money on his dresser and with a note that said "good job" or some crap like that. And I was like, where's my money at then? Because half of that should be me.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like I talk about this situation all the time, like where my
Yeah.
mother was always telling my sisters, cause me and her got me and the whole family got into it,
Mm,
and a couple of things my mother used to tell my sister: get whatever you can out of a man, at least, get whatever you can out of a man. Get you a white daddy, but you son, don't you bring no white milk in the house. And like I've heard it all,
yeah.
missus. I've heard it all,
Yeah.
and then on the man side too.
Oh,
You know
that's a
what I'm
good
saying?
question, be love.
And on the man side too. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, dog.
Yeah.
I try to separate myself from. I didn't say try. I do separate myself from that. So
Mm-hmm.
my kid, especially my boys, so they could be dick disciplined and you know save themselves some lives and won't be controlled like these other dudes are today. They can't control
Mm-hmm.
themselves, so they can be
Mm-hmm.
successful and things like that. So, and my daughter make sure she good, and don't forget about her husband. That's not being taught. They get your career, but nobody's really saying get you a husband too.
Mm.
So,
Which is interesting because the ones that are saying get your husband are some of the same ones that saying get your career, but they're also preaching the strong independent woman rhetoric too.
well, that's true, but at the same time they're saying don't settle.
Yeah.
Majority of them say don't settle. So then when you teach them that at an early age, they don't realize when they got a good dude who's at the beginning
Right.
stages of his journey, his 5-10 year
Right.
plan, right?
Right.
And most of them have that dude. They be in a relationship with him, but then they do something stupid because some dude put a fake persona on for the moment instead
Yeah.
of it's
Trying
like
to
they choose.
impress her. Yeah.
Yeah, so they fall for it, and they choose Mr. Right now versus choosing Mr. Right.
Absolutely.
So when you see Mr. Right, when he 30 years old and he out here handling his business, or he 35 and he more successful, or he doing pretty good,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't let dudes drag you through the mud. Now you trying to get back on him. He like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Nah. It's the same way with dudes, because dudes do stupid stuff too. They lose out on great women too. So it's
Yeah.
crazy.
It affects both sides very similarly. And I also feel like we should just stop trying to separate. I really don't understand the thing about a gender war. I don't know why there is one. If there is
Here's
one, there
here's the
shouldn't
thing.
be. We're the same. We're the same,
Honestly,
just different body parts.
No, honestly, here's what I say about the gender war.
Mm-hmm.
The winner has been decided a long time ago, and the fact of the matter is, we still need each other at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play my position in this relationship. You're going to play your position in this relationship. Here's what I promise you. You tell me what you promised me. We're going to put all of this together, and we're going to live happily ever after.
Mm-hmm.
Like those who are, it's almost as equivalent to, well, all three of us are from down south anyway. So when it came to the Civil War, there are some Southern whites who believe they won and believe we're somewhat still in the war. That winner has been decided years upon years ago.
Yeah.
We are moving forward now. The problem is there are certain women and men who wants to keep this thing going. I
Right.
don't have the time. We don't. We on this panel and people watching don't have the time for this crap.
Right.
So why don't we actually work together and come to a common ground?
Yeah. I mean, it would be nice if we could do all that. But, like I had mentioned in one of my videos, and I think in our video, it's the problem that somebody has to be right.
Mm.
That's the main problem. Somebody has to be right.
Yeah.
B Love had a question for you, Trucker.
Oh, did she? Oh yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
just answered
she
that.
asked, because I do want to know the answer to this too, because I think it's a good question. She was like,
Absolutely.
how has there you go. Do you think being a truck driver has helped your relationship?
I
Like
met
with
my
you
first.
being
I
white?
met my. Yeah, I think it has. I met my first wife while I was in truck school
Oh
at
wow.
the worst possible time in my life.
Mhm.
So yeah, it helped because it weed them
Okay.
out. Yeah, in order for a woman to be
Yeah.
with me, um, you got to be strong minded. I mean, you got to
Hmm.
accept me for being over the road. I mean, I get the reputation of most truck drivers, but to be truthful, there's a lot of truck drivers out here who come home to nothing. The woman that left with the kids took everything,
Because they
and
can't
now
handle it. Yeah.
yeah, they can't handle it, and now he been looking for his family for like 6 7 months, and then he finds out she done moved to another state with another dude,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a friend, but yeah, in order for a woman to deal with me being doing what I'm doing, she got to understand the plan. She got to
Mhm.
understand what I'm trying to grasp, how I move, and I got to be honest and upfront with her. You know, I mean, at the same time, um, I was dating like I wouldn't say dating. I was vetting like four other women, and one was cool. She could have been marriageable, but she couldn't deal with me being a truck driver, which I respect because most women will sit there and lie about it.
That is true. My
So,
brother does it, and his girl understands, but it still be sometimes.
oh
It
yeah,
still be
I
sometimes.
yeah. I thank God for the video cams. That make it a lot easier. You
Yeah.
know,
Mhm.
makes it a lot easier. It
Yeah.
do. Um, but yeah, it really has though, man. It takes a very strong, disciplined person to be with a truck driver.
Yeah.
If he's over the road, yes, or if he's doing what I'm doing, because I'm only doing it for the moment.
Mhm.
Um, once I think next year or the next year after, once once I got my 200 acres of land,
There
then
you go.
what I'm saying. Then I will be home for 6 months, and then be off for 6 months. I
There
may
you
be off
go.
for 6 months and be on for 6 months, or work every 2 weeks and be off for the rest of the month.
There you go.
So that, but that was a discussion, that honest discussion that we had on our first date. Like
So,
Chris said, that 5 year, 10 year plan, yeah, that's important. You got to express that. That's important.
Absolutely. 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 And
so
Huh? Go ahead, Chris.
Go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
Actually, I wasn't gonna say nothing. I do need to take a quick second, just a quick little break. I'm still here. I just need to step away for just a second. You say what you was gonna say.
No worries.
Yes,
Now,
be love. I have 2 wives. Be love. Yes, I do, and it works as long as both of them has got the same mindset. And then most of the time, like most of the time, people think it's like y'all meet in the club, yada yada yada. No, it be mostly the friends. It be mostly the friends. So it's a long story, but I ain't got that much time to express.
but like I was saying earlier, what's up?
I want to talk to them too.
Hold on. Like I was saying earlier, with the and B Love, you're not hijacking the show at all. So continue doing what you're doing. That's all right. When it comes, so like I said earlier, when it comes to the dates, brothers, since women put all these focus into dates, let's go ahead. I say go ahead and starve them out, or let them work. Let them work for that dinner date. Me personally, it's getting to the point where I'm going to say no dinner days until we're exclusive, since that's how
Mm,
much they value it. I'm
mm,
going to give them a chance to turn this around. So I'm going to say no dinner days until we make it to the third date. The
mm.
third day. I said second date for the dinner days, but since the stock has went up, all right, let's push it to the third date and let's see how that works. Let's see who's
Yeah,
really here for you versus they're just there for themselves.
That's what me and my husband did. We didn't do
yeah,
a real dinner date until third date.
All
yeah.
right, say what you want to say, Grayson.
Hello.
Hey, what's
Hello.
going on, young man?
Um, I
Don't
choose.
say nothing crazy.
He about to spill the beans on you.
Right, right.
My mom is sleeping and it's night time.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Oh Lord. Are we taking your time away from your father?
Oh.
Oh,
yes,
sorry.
it
We apologize.
Oh, didn't you say he was
happens
sick?
right there.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You got anything else you want to tell them?
Yes.
What's up?
And I choose. And I choose. And I choose eat vegetables to
Not
make
you.
me stronger to get taller to go to the playground.
That's right. You want to keep. We're gonna work on that when we wake up in the morning. Okay. But here, go ahead and finish watching that on the couch. I'll be there with you soon. Yeah, he's just
Oh.
realizing that I'm bigger and taller than him, and he wants to get to my size. Now I'm gonna show you how to do this the right way and not daddy's way. Trust me.
He said, "You're taller than me. I want to be tall."
Now he got
He
on the
said it.
stool.
He said that now.
He got on the stool and want to stand. He said, "Could we do a height challenge?" I say, "We'll do that later."
Ooh. Oh.
Oh, he trying to get you.
Uh,
He already
he testing
started.
you already. Like, he testing you already. Ooh.
Right. He already
Uh,
started.
He's
yeah.
been a fighter since out the womb, so that ain't
Oh
nothing.
wow. He's so handsome. He's very handsome.
Thank you, thank you.
He's how old again?
5.
Oh my gosh.
He
He a
5?
big five.
Oh,
He a
he
Mm-hmm.
a
big
big
five.
boy. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he's a big
I
five.
could tell from the video. Like, oh, okay, yeah, he
That's some
tall.
Nigerian roots.
I,
Anyway,
I, I thought he was like 8. I thought he was like 8 or 9. Shit.
right. That's a big old boy. He's very handsome, sir.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
So, Trevor,
Yeah.
Say these kids like tape recorders. She's all right. Parrots.
and
Big parrots.
ironically, is just to give credit, Israel Mills, salute to him. He actually kind of inspired me to do this stream because something you guys was talking about today. It's like, you know what? Is I gotta do the stream. So I gotta give him his credit. Like, bruh, don't remember exactly what was going on. I know you guys were reviewing content from the Angry Man, but he between him and somebody else on the panel, y'all said something. It's like, you know what? I gotta, fellas, we need a huddle because we need to take control of this.
Yep. Yeah. Today's show on Israel show was so good. I was like, I finally was like, yo, all the trolls got booted out today because I was not joking. I was like, yo, I'm gonna start knocking y'all out, bro. Y'all fucking up my high right now. Y'all messing up my high. I'm not playing. Like at the beginning of the show, he was expressing himself, and they was in there doing ignorant stuff, and I was just like, yo, just listen, please. And they was still running their mouth, and they finally got booted, and then we started listening to the Angry Man show, and there was a lot of gems from the ladies and the fellas and things like that. We were just having a good conversation. And then we started watching the Prince Stella and JP situation.
I,
And
I,
I was so mad. I was so hot.
Roasted,
I was so embarrassed.
stand up, sit up,
Uh oh.
sit up. Cover your ears right now. I hate you niggas. I
Ooh,
really
talk.
hate you niggas. All right, you're good. You're good. You're good. You can watch. You can watch your tablet now. You good. You're good. You're good now. See, don't worry about it. I'll tell you when you get older. When, see, I'm so cerebral with this. Like, there's certain things you can't play me on certain things. Like, for example, like there's a way she tries to break down men by
Hmm.
using her femininity. And to watch dudes crumble in front of her, I wanted to send a super chat. I hate you N words, but for some reason, my phone was the YouTube app was glitching and wouldn't allow me to do that. I was going to say
That was a sign.
$20, say I hate you N words, drop JP.
No, no, no. It wasn't just him. It was a lot of this. You remember when I went off on JP
Mm-hmm.
about this same situation, right? I told him, hey, bro, don't come up here with that BS, bro. Don't stop trying to stop trying to have people, lose out on their success or anything like that. If you one of these people that like to hate because other people are succeeding and you not, I'm not trying to hear it. Don't say nothing else. I hate fake hypocrite people. And that episode today, dude, it pissed me off because these dudes, this is why I talk about when I say dick discipline, bro. Men get mad when I say that, but I mean it when I say that because any of these, as you saw today, Coochie control a lot of these dudes,
And it shouldn't.
and it showed it. Like yo, she was on some disrespectful, and JP fell for it every time, and it just made me so sick to my stomach. I was just sitting there like, none of these dudes ain't got a.
Okay,
I
you can take
couldn't.
your time.
I couldn't even be mad on how women was feeling about how a lot of these dudes is gang goofy or they're not strong or anything like that. Because if women got to deal with this dumb shit, like yo, I can't. I would never recommend that for my daughter. I want my daughter to be with a man that's able to say no. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
because this is why I say I don't like certain people representing me. Representing me is because of stuff like this. It's like
absolutely.
you are not a good representation of what this community is and what men it's supposed to be. When I did that intro for you, Trucker, I legit meant that you are a representation of what men should be in this community. But when it comes to her, because like I said, I'm dead tired, sick of talking about this particular woman. The fact that I can see through her, and I was talking to Raw about this earlier. The fact that I can see through her and most people cannot is mind-boggling.
If
And the way she breaks these fellas down, it's like you are not what you were meant to be. You are
yeah,
not
it's
what you're supposed to be. And that
mm-hmm.
and that kind of goes hand in hand with this show. It's like, fellas, I'm gonna need you to start taking charge and taking back control. Because, like, ladies, I say this respectfully. Your vagina is the least valuable thing on your body. So with that being said, why is
To
the least
us, to
no
us,
no
to
here's the
us.
thing though. No, right. But why is that being the downfall of men?
Easy.
That's my
So
problem.
it's easy, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's why I teach that to my son. Like I've been saying it, son. Don't let these women use the coochie to control you, son. Don't fall for it. It will ruin your life, son. Son, don't do it. Be dick disciplined. Be able to say no, because if you
No is
don't,
such a powerful
you
word.
yeah. I'm sorry. If if you don't, it could ruin your life. That's why you got some of these dudes that got 18 baby mamas or 16 or 7 baby mamas or 5 baby mamas because they couldn't control themselves. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I don't like that. Especially today. I was so hot. I was so mad, man. I ain't even gonna lie. I was mad, man. I was hot about that. That was such a bad representation. Like real talk. And it just proved her point. It just really proved her point, which is it's a bunch of BS. Cause now we out here looking like predators.
I'm just gonna nod and listen to the conversation. I have nothing to add because I don't know what the topic is. I'm just gonna nod and shake my head.
Like,
You is good. Emperor
whew.
Kojak is in the building. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Yeah, what up, Emperor? Yeah, we was mad over there on Air Show. We was sitting there, we watched the whole thing on live. We was mad. Everybody all the men was mad about that, Chris.
Hmm.
Real talk. We was hot.
I
We
was
was
I was
mad.
hot. I almost crashed my car behind that.
Well, before
I,
you talk about crashing your car, I am gonna say thank you for letting me come on and talk for a little bit, but I am gonna peace out and just watch the rest of the show and listen to you guys. Have a blessed night, Trucker Yale. It was great talking with
You
you as
too.
well. Chris, you already know. You already know.
all love.
But
Thank you, bro.
I'm gonna peace out and I'm gonna be in the chat. All right.
All
Yeah,
right, talk to you later.
yeah,
There.
yeah, yeah. I,
Your friend is here.
oh, here you go. Boo. Don't get. I'm sorry, Sugar Bum. You was messing up the show, man. This was a good lesson for a lot of people. I'm sorry, Sugar Bum, but it had to be done. If you weren't trying to be on a positivity or learn a lesson, you was getting cut. I apologize, but you had to go. I'm sorry.
So, like I said, just how this woman was able to break somebody down that easily is mind boggling. Like, I talk about holding people to, see, I have pedestals that I want to, I have people slotted. And to see this woman who, honestly, if I have to be honest, she's not that high on any of my pedestals. It's
I agree.
solely because of that she contradicts herself. That's it.
Well, it's
And hold on real quick. Because she contradicts herself time after time after time again, I lose respect for her. But to see this woman that is down here pick apart brothers that I have right here or a little bit higher, I cannot make sense of it.
man. It's because a lot of men is scared to talk, bro. And a lot of dudes out here. Not only are they scared to talk, for real, because they always got aggression for us. But when it come down to it, everybody want to bitch up. So when that happens, as you saw today, it was like a man like me, I was like, yo, this is horrific. And you notice she only did that with the weak men, but when it came to the strong men, when the other men who actually ask good questions, what does she do? She normally do. She either run off or she don't want to talk to him because she always come up with an excuse of I don't want to deal with aggression. But she was aggressive as hell with raw beef. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So but yeah, that was bro. That was ugly to watch, dog. That was ugly to watch. That was very ugly to watch, dog. My son was watching that. My son is almost 12 years old, and he was like, "Dad, why he let her, why he acting like that?" I'm like, man, I was hot. I was hot, bro. I don't know what else to say about that.
You kind of acting like you ain't never had box before, which is just crazy. Like I'm thinking to myself, like, what would I do if she did that to me? I was like, I'm going to cuss her smooth the f out. Like, sit your you know what down, and we're gonna talk like adults, or I'm gonna end this interview. Like, I don't understand people's young lady, please knock it off. Making his debut on the BTSI show, all the way from across seas. Ladies and gentlemen, Simon is on the BTSI show. Simon, what's going on? Simon, what's up? You live, man?
Simon, you there? He might
Simon,
got
you
bad
there?
reception. Is he on mute?
Yeah, he's on me. I just want to make sure this is not a whatchamacallit.
Yo, what's going on, bro?
Okay, it's him. What's up, man?
Yo,
What's going on, man?
yeah. Yo, trucker.
Yeah, what's going on?
Um,
Yeah, you asked me something.
yeah.
What's up?
I don't know if you remember, but I was on the live with some niggas, and you was there, and you didn't say shit.
What the hell is you talking about, bro?
It's on
Are
my
you
live,
trying?
bro. Yo, no, I'm not. I ain't
Are
playing with
you
you,
trying
bro.
to start? Are you
No,
trying to start
I,
something, bro? I don't know who
I
you
ain't starting
are.
shit. I'm just saying. I'm trying to understand your character.
Okay, go ahead, man. It's not hard to understand my
Have
character.
you ever gone around my channel?
Not at all.
So when that nigga um pulled up.
You talking about on cellulite show?
No, I'll pull this whole shit up right now.
Okay, okay. Lord
You
have
try
mercy.
to understand and put out to people like you're some honest nigga, right?
Okay,
Are you some honest nigga?
Chris. I don't want to destroy
Yeah,
your
yeah.
show,
Now
dog.
he's like, yo, Chris, bounce
No,
this
no,
nigga
no.
out,
No, it's
nigga.
not. It's
Yo,
not like
no,
that, bro.
you ain't clean. I understand all these motherfuckers on YouTube. Don't think I don't.
See, this is why I said
No,
I
you're
don't want to
not
destroy
clean.
your show.
No, wait,
I
wait.
I
You
don't want to
said
destroy
what?
your show,
Hold
What?
Chris.
on, yeah,
What the
I
fuck?
got it. I got it. Uh,
I don't want to destroy your show, bro.
Hold on, Simon. Brother, how much did you drink at the pub today? And I say that respectfully, because I know it's like 12. It's 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the morning over there, right? You're muted, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I understand that people that drive trucks go
Uh,
on under
Oh yeah,
they go under like you know I'll talk about trucker, right? Yeah. You need to check it and go, okay. Yeah, I'm sober.
no, I'm listening to you. I'm
All
listening to you.
right. I have nothing against you, so trucker. I'm just saying.
did this man literally show his toes?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did, Chris. He lifted his leg, Chris. Chris, it gets worse, dog. She listen. If you watch the video, you'll see what I'm talking about. He lifted his feet up like he was getting in missionary, dog. Like real talk. I I threw my hands up. I threw my hands up, dog.
I would have threw my phone out the window. This is ridiculous.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
bro.
you for having me up here as well, Chris, because you have no reason for doing it. I'm just saying.
It's all good, man. Water under the bridge. We good, man. What's up, man? You good?
Yes.
Yeah, we about to go into bed in a minute, so just hang tight, man.
But it, I like talking to them.
I know we're gonna get you your own show. Don't worry about it. Okay. Oh Lord, this dude's toes is on the internet. What the is wrong with y'all? See, I need a hold a meeting, a private meeting. Some people are just not qualified to be leaders. This is mind boggling.
All right. So
But
what do you want to do? I mean, because I think this is the problem. Like we keep talking about people that don't know what to do. So it's like, well, what do you want to do?
hold on, let me see. Hold on, I'm gonna answer that. Let me see what Sugar Bomb was talking about. She said there was a comment from me. I don't know, y'all. Listen, I think y'all can't get over. I and yeah. Let me. I'm. Thank you for bringing that up. Maybe I'm reading this backwards, but because you kind of like send a series of stuff, and I just got to keep up with that. But let me start with this. Let me start with this of her being a being an L in the
The sugar
LGBTQIA.
bomb is just struggling with the rent. That's all it is.
See, here's the thing. I don't care who she decides to what she decides to do and who she decides to do in her spare time. I know people use that as a point of attack, but it doesn't. That's you're throwing mud at the wall to see what sticks, and that's just not hitting. So a lot of people tend to bring that up. I don't see why, especially in 2023. Especially if you're not speaking, if you're not from a, you're not coming at it from a religious standpoint. So there's really no reason for you to bring up how she identifies as. So I wish people would stop doing that. Now let me see what else she should say. I agree. I agree with women being accountable for ourselves and taking control of our lives. Yeah,
That's impossible. Yeah, no, that's kind of impossible.
what this one
It's impossible.
taking for women to be accountable.
She said, "I agree with women being accountable for ourselves and taking control of our lives." That's impossible. That's not how women are set up. That's stupid.
Well, Sugar Bum. Unfortunately, y'all had about 50, 60 years, and y'all pretty much destroyed yourselves out here.
And this is the
So
problem. Men encourage that shit. We will turn around and go, okay, we're gonna
I
just
agree with that. I don't.
no.
I
It's
actually agree with that,
terrible.
Simon.
It's really
It
bad.
is.
It's really bad. Like,
That's because
yo,
I keep talking about that, Simon. A lot of dudes out here, they scared to tell the truth, so they let it ride. And now look where we at. Bad situation going on.
Sugar Bum is not accountable because she never shows her face, and she just chats some shit in the fucking chat shit. Like at the end of the day, it's like, what are you talking about, bro? It's like, if you're really accountable, be accountable. Like, don't talk about being accountable if you're just gonna go, oh yeah, okay, blah, blah, blah. And it's not. There's nothing wrong with that because I love your perspective because we could all see your perspective in terms of the chat. But am I gonna bring a sugar bum into my house? No. You are out here.
Now she said, "Isn't that what we want for men for women to be held accountable?"
No,
Yeah, that's what you said. No.
no. You know what is at the end of the day, it's like it's not really a battle. I mean, the thing is like when we have most of these conversations on YouTube is one thing, but I've never experienced that in my whole life where women like are just not submissive. Well, I was in a 10-year marriage, and even when I was out of that, my lady's still submissive. I ain't playing with these chicks. What, what are you reaching for? They're reaching. They're trying to sort of gain something out of you. That's wrong, man. That's so wrong. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. All right, let's. I just had to make sure you was added to the title. But yeah, women being held accountable, taking responsibility. Yeah, we like that, but I got to start questioning motives now because
You said
things.
you said what? You
What
got to start questioning what, Chris?
I got to start questioning motives with
For
certain
who?
with just certain people now, particularly now. You say women were trying to be held accountable. I got to question motives. I got to see who taught you this. Where you coming from? Who educated you on this? It that goes into that. See, that goes into a that's me pulling people to the shallow parts of my mind, and then I gotta see who's gonna sink or swim. So I'm gonna have to mind that out. I'll probably touch on that maybe in the next few weeks. Nothing anytime soon. Trust me.
Yeah, but you can't really allow come on, let's think about this like from a perspective. How can we allow women in particular? I'm not saying like they're inferior. I'm just saying like anyone. It may be like our parents or whatever to make us feel a certain type of way. You know,
Bruh,
I'll never direct. I have a 6-year-old child. I'll never direct that in that way. No way in hell. No
What about
fucking way in hell.
the likes? Sugar Bomb, what do you mean about the likes? I'm a little bit confused with that.
well, I listen, Simon. I'm with you on that. It bothers my soul because, truth be told, I don't like to see black women out here like this. I really don't. And the path
Oh,
that is headed to right now, it's gonna be a very sad situation.
let me answer this because I brought this up earlier today on Night Stream. She is a grifter, and I used a very perfect example of somebody that you guys called a grifter. Y'all said Just Pearly was a grifter, and I knew that was going to be a buzzword that was going to be used.
Ooh,
Now, based off of how long has she been in the space? Not even a month, if I recall correctly, maybe a month and a half.
no, she came out. She been getting cooked since 2015.
Oh
It's
no no
just
no no.
Well, she's
When
been
did
around
when?
for a while.
Well, no, I know she's been around for a while, but when did Aaron review that footage of
the Thai chick.
Ali going on our show?
You talking about when she was on Lapeef?
No, no. Ali, Ilkhan Ali went on her show one time and reviewed it,
Oh,
and one of her fan base notified her, and she put up on the Aaron show.
oh yeah,
It's
that
been,
that Thai chick. Yeah, I remember
yeah,
her. Yeah,
it's been like maybe a month, month and a half, maybe. But
it's been
this is,
about
she
three
is
months.
a,
That was during the summertime.
yeah, she, maybe it was, but she is 100% grifter. But she said it's Angry Man, a grifter.
Nope.
No, I don't see how. Because she said the reason why she brought that up because she said Angry Man talks about black women daily, and his wife is Latina. So does that make him a
She's
grifter?
black and
Yeah.
Latino.
Yeah.
She's black and Latino. Thank you very much.
Oh,
And do
Afro
it,
Latina.
yeah, and then two, do it matter what she is? It gotta matter what she is. Do y'all ask the same questions when it's a black woman dating a white man? No.
No,
Y'all give
wait.
celebration
Oh,
to it.
that
So
that that
stop.
was that was the transsexual Neve that pulled out.
What's up? What's
Yo,
wrong with it? What happened with Neve?
no, we need to really be serious about this because that yo we try to okay, there's no way in the white community that they're allowing this shit. Okay,
You know they not.
no, yo, why are we putting up these transsexuals?
What? Where the hell that
What?
go?
No,
Transgender.
yo, why are we putting up these transsexuals? Um, and we're going okay. We're gonna have a conversation with them, and that's part of our community. What it does is it really detracts from what you're trying to do.
I want to go to that
I,
trip because
yeah, I'm
that's
gonna be honest, Simon.
fun.
Yeah, let's. Me and mom are gonna work that out anyway.
Nah, you're not.
Well,
What's gonna happen is if you've ever seen porn, um, and you see like men with wigs, and all sorts of types of transformities.
yo, yo,
yeah. Can you hear
pause,
me?
pause, pause. Yeah,
Nah, yeah,
we,
you understand what I'm talking about. So it's yo,
What? What are we
it,
talking about now?
nah, we can't go there, man. This is bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad.
see.
It's bad.
I'm, I'm not gonna
It's
clip this. I'm not
bad. You know
gonna
it's
clip this.
bad. You see what
Simon,
I'm saying?
where? Okay. Can
I'm
we switch subjects, bro? Because
not
we
gonna
weren't
clip
talking
this. I'm
about
not
that.
gonna clip this. I'm not gonna clip this. I'm not gonna clip this. Um, salute to Neve. I don't have a problem with me. Matter of fact, there's a. If you guys go on my playlist, I have a. It's under guest appearance. If you go to the channel, the third video where it's Robbie and Neve is on the thumbnail. Me and
Mm.
Neve had. I joined the conversation. Neve and I interacted with each other, like his beliefs, my beliefs, that type of stuff. And
Mm.
I don't have an issue with Neve at all because everybody knows where I stand, everybody knows where he stands, and Neve is very understanding, so I don't have a problem with
See,
Neve at
bro, it's
all.
not normal though.
No,
Um,
no, trust me. There's a lot of things in this space and outside of space that's not normal at all. But we don't we don't
Absolutely.
we don't
mm,
like Neve is not is Neve is benign compared to some of the things I see. Matter of fact, like I said, I just saw a picture of this dude's feet on the internet. That's
yeah,
Oh,
but that's
bruh.
come on. All right,
Yeah, dog.
all right.
You see?
So
Yeah.
okay, all right. Now I ain't even gonna go into it.
you're like I know you're a little bit. I know you're feeling good right now, but trust me, you don't want to see what I just saw because
Mhm.
you're gonna see your dinner
I've
again.
I've, I've seen
Mhm.
some real shit. I've seen some real shit. Like I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Ooh, I could punch
Yeah.
this guy.
Cause
I ain't even.
that's the
I ain't
whole
even.
reason why I
Let me
Yeah.
get
messaged
back.
you, bro. That's the
Well, I'm
Yeah.
whole reason
glad.
why I
Hold on,
messaged
y'all.
you.
Hold on, y'all. I'm glad that Sugar Bomb's in this because we're gonna get ready to wrap it up. So Sugar Bomb can go tell her friends this. All of them. Women have placed stock into dinner dates, so much so that the value of us men taking you out on a dinner date, I will not. Um, of women have placed so much value on dinner dates that the price has went up, the standards have went up. So here's what I'm telling brothers: if she wants a dinner date, you got to make her work for it.
Mm.
If she wants this, if you're looking for marriage and you don't know the chick, you just shot your shot and it went in. Don't take her out on no dinner date on the first date. Don't
Oh,
even do it on the second date, like I've been saying. Do it on the third date.
yep.
Make since it's so valuable, you have to work your way up the ladder versus me giving it to you because you're not gonna appreciate it. So that's me being nice because the way it's going right now, I should start telling the brothers, do not take her on no dinner date until you guys make it exclusive. But right now, based off of what the market is saying, fellas, if you don't know the chick and you want to get to know her, the third date, that's when she gets to eat.
Yep, yep. I agree. I think if it's just somebody that you just trying to have fun with, have a phone call and just that. But if it's a woman that you actually like, you need to be talking to that woman way before y'all go on a date first to see if she worth it. Cause she can look good, but when she start talking, she can go from a 6 to a 2. And ladies, the
Mm-hmm.
same. And the ladies, same thing too. Start, you like this dude, you see good qualities in him. Yo, talk to that man and see where his mindset is at. Uh, if he's worth giving y'all his time, y'all's time, then you have a conversation, just to see where he at. Cause he could be handsome, but then he go from being handsome to ugly real quick. Cause he's showing his true character. So it saves you time and it saves you trauma. Cause Lord have mercy.
You know what? I should. You guys should do upstream. Like, what can she do? What ladies? What would you do for a dinner date? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna leave that to you guys. Ladies, what do you want to do for what are you gonna do for a dinner date? Knowing that you're not gonna get that dinner date until the third date. So what you gonna do? How good of an actor are you?
But Chris, you
Hmm?
know, sad to say, bro. I know it bothers me to say it really do bother me to say this, but after today, JP's display and these other dudes on there who seen the crack and can't control themselves and just be men, I don't think that's gonna work, dog. I mean, this might work for the younger ones, but it's just too much. It's just too much today, man. I ain't got no. At this point, I ain't got no faith in these dudes to actually move as a man.
Well, here's one thing about being a superhero. You can't save everybody.
Oh, that's a fact.
Save
That is a
those who
fact.
just separate the two groups. Save those who want to be saved. Everybody else, lead them to their own demise. Because whoever's remaining on that side, although the the positive side is going to be left over, they're going to try to come over and say, "Hey, take me out to eat." Nope, they're just going to starve them out. I'm gonna start teaching men to starve these women out. And trust
But
me, you're gonna be doing yourself a favor because if her true colors start to come out over some food, I did you a favor.
yeah, that is true. That is very, very, very true, man. I ain't gonna front though. This is kind of a sad situation if you think about it. It got to come to this point, to that point. You feel me? Ain't nothing genuine like that no more. Just everybody is out for them.
Hey, hey, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm okay with. I've been in the winner circle. I can go back to the winner circle, and I'll take some people with me. I may not take everybody, but I'll take some people with me.
Yeah. Yeah, I
But
always
it
say, give me the ten,
is
twenty
what it
percent
is.
Yeah, give me the 10, 20%. Don't want to do right, and everybody else can burn. That's where I'm at. So,
Um, Sugar Bomb, are you requesting a wrench? Yes or no?
oh Lord. But I'm gonna go ahead and
Whoa.
let you go, Chris. I'm gonna go ahead
Oh,
and
that
handle
was
this business, man.
okay. Hey, thanks for pulling
All
up,
right.
man.
Oh, for sure, man. Appreciate
It's all good, brother. Thanks for pulling up. Uh, you, Sugar Bomb, you got timed out in my chat, or you got timed out in another person's whatchamacallit? Let me see. I don't see anything questionable on here. Although I'm gonna need you and B Love to stop going back and forth like y'all ain't got no sense. It must have been from another channel. So I'm gonna need y'all to stop wilding in my chat. But we about to head out. Let me see who's still up because I know Lapeep just ended not that long ago. Aaron O is still awake. Lead attorney is still awake. On Aaron O show, you got E-Man, Mr. Logic, Robbie, the birthday girl, Sharon, Callie Bev, Granville, Mandra, who else? Beans and Chicago Rilla. You got a Chicago Rilla sighting. And on Venus channel, who you got? They're reviewing this woman demolished JP. You got Venus, Pookie, Mo, Pink, Mufasa, and Leonard Roy. So you got two options. You got Aaron's channel, you got Venus channel. So you guys can go ahead and head over there. Me and my son, we about to go get some sleep. You want to come say bye? Want to come say good night? Because I know he battling this flu, but he all right. Because he ain't got school this whole week. Come on. Come on. It's just us. You can go ahead and say
Wait.
wait.
Look.
Yeah, I see that. Don't worry about that. But you
Is
got
that Bowser's Fury?
huh?
Is that Bowser's Fury?
Yeah, because you watch a lot of Super Mario um under my name, under my account, I see nothing but Super Mario's on my algorithms. But it's all cool. Between you and your mother. It's all good.
I haven't played that game before.
Cap. So y'all, we're about to get out of here. On your way out.
I played that game.
1 second. On your way out, ladies and gentlemen, like this video, subscribe to my YouTube, follow me on all social. Links are located in the description. $sign the BTS shows a cash app, participate, waive all rights and privacy. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Once we reach that goal, one lucky person will get $100 in the cash app giveaway. If I'm in a good mood, 2 or 3 people will get some type of cash app reward. It's just not going to be $100 though. So thank you guys for tuning in, fellas. Take control of the situation. Stop rewarding them for something that they have not earned. Like that's beyond the dinner talk. That's a life lesson. Stop rewarding people what they have not earned. Let them put that work in. We're gonna go to bed, ladies and gentlemen. This is the BTSI show. I'm your host, Christopher J. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Say bye, Grayson.
I can't say bye yet.
Okay, what you want to say?
I still want to talk to them as a grown up too.
Okay, say final words real quick because they gotta go to bed.
Who? The work friends or us?
All of us.
Oh.
But here, say bye, man, because we gotta go to bed anyway. Say bye.
Bye. Okay.